How you doing, people of Radionica and El Expreso del Rock? Here we are with the living legends of the doom metal. You guys really know who they are. Candlemass. I love you guys. This is a dream come true, after all these years putting your music, buying the vinyls, because I do have your vinyls, not the CDs.
The same with me, vinyls.
Exactly. So, hey, please introduce yourselves and let's start with this conversation that is very, very, very appreciated for me and my listeners.
Yeah. My name is Joel Landquist, and I did the very first album, Domicus Epicus Metallicus, with Candlemass. But at that point in time, I had my own band, so that's why I didn't move on after that album.
Right.
But then the Candlemass guy called me up again a couple of years later, 2018. And asked me if I wanted to join them and be a full member again. Right. And I said, I need to listen to the music, what you're up to now, guys. And I listened to the Door to Doom album, some of the songs, not all the songs. And I pretty much, when I heard the first song, I said, let's do it, guys.
Right.
I like it.
I'm gonna introduce myself.
Please.
Yeah, I'm happy from Candlemass, and I'm happy because with Johan, and I've been in the band for 40 years now, together with Leif and some other guys. And it's an honor to be in that, and to have Johan back is like major.
Certainly is, and thanks for giving us the the situation how you went back to the band, because that was going to be my question, but you just answer it,
Yeah.
And well, let's start from where we are. We are in the 70,000 tons of metal. Candlemass played yesterday night. It was the best of the night.
Oh.
For sure.
Thank you.
And do you guys know, my listeners and my people, that I have to be updated with the bands and the stream sounds, but Candlemass was it, and I spoke with my friends and everything. They were agreed it was the best part of the night. So thanks a lot. How you guys feel yesterday?
Yeah, we arrived actually one day before yesterday. So we, and then when we arrived at the boat, they said you're playing. We actually didn't have the schedule until we arrived.
Everything was
so
a surprise.
you're playing already tonight.
Oh,
so
man.
we weren't in the best mood, but we're tough guys. We don't care. And they told us you're playing at 1, and we're not 20 anymore. We took a nap and things like that, and then we started to.
And the nap was fantastic because me and Johan is sharing a room. We have balcony room, and we sleeping a lot. We are old guys. I'm the youngest. I'm 60 years. I'm the youngest guy in the band.
Well, I'm 59.
Yeah,
so.
I'm the youngest one. But the thing was, yesterday was fantastic but we are like, what do you say? Call it hard men.
Yeah.
We woke up. Didn't have our alarm on, so we the drummer woke us up. I think it was 5.
It was actually 45 minutes before this set.
But
should
we
start.
were sleeping,
was about
so we have to
start.
take showers and stuff.
Yeah,
So
because we traveled for 12, 13 hours.
What the fuck?
So we didn't
No.
have any sleep.
So we came there 50 minutes before the
To
show.
travel is a hell nowadays, let me tell you.
Yeah.
So I have to be part of the people to say thank you for to take the strong and do those hassle trips, and play as a 1 hour set,
Yeah,
because it's
cool,
not easy.
Yeah, but for us it's like, I think we are a band. Candlemass has always been a band that when we grow up and do things, we knew that we do it 100%.
Yeah,
What we
always.
think.
Yeah,
I saw it.
yeah.
Thank you.
saw it,
We
yes. Thank you.
always
No, no,
try to
thank
do
you
our
very
very
much.
best,
I saw it.
no
I
matter their circumstances.
And lots of people came to me yesterday and said this was amazing, and I can't believe it sometimes that people are so, but I love it to hear that. But I know that every time we go up and do things like this, whatever we are, whenever we are, how less sleep we had. I know we are so focused on what we are doing on that stage, be the Doom songs we play.
Yeah.
And that's for sure. We don't. We do it all the time. All the time.
Yeah, it's about respect as well. You know,
Respect for the fans.
You've got
Totally.
people there coming
They're
forward.
paying
They
money.
paid the tickets. and
Expensive tickets.
You know what?
pay to see. We owe them the best we can.
You're totally.
Like
Pretty
I say,
simple.
like I used to say to everybody who's come with records every time. Come to with records, they come into want a guitar pick or whatever, and they have that was fantastic. I say, it's because of you we are here.
Yeah, of course.
It's not because of me. Because if it wasn't for you, we couldn't play here.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's what I say to my listeners also. You know,
Yeah.
I'm just a host between you guys and them.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Like
You guys take it.
you're saying to me now, it was fantastic, and you saw the show yesterday.
That's right.
It's because of you,
Yeah,
that we are doing this.
And let's tell the audience what it happens. When the show was about to start, I came right in front of the band, and I don't know why I like to be by his side, you know. And he before
Because I'm the best.
hey with that
He's so shy.
with that
Sorry.
with that SG
no,
guitar, you are the
I was
best,
wrong. Yeah.
beautiful guitar, you know.
Yeah.
So I got by that side, and he looked at me and say hi, and start the first riff of the concert. Can you guys believe that? That's something, you know, like divine. Constellations, you know, because I've been waiting for this interview for so long. Finally did, and hey guys, let's talk about the present, man. But before, have you been guys before in the 70,000 tons?
Yeah.
The third time.
Third time.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was going to tell you because yesterday you guys know we're at the Royal, the most beautiful theater on
it's
the cruiser,
fantastic.
and it sounds perfect, man. I told to your engineer because I was in a
he's
different place, and I
you
congratulate him.
He should be named here because
Hey, man.
he's fantastic.
It's fantastic,
Our guy
man.
from Denmark,
Hey,
Nacke.
don't tell me. It sounds like not a CD player, a vinyl,
Yeah.
a pretty vinyl.
Cool.
He's the sixth member of Candlemass.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. We used to say that he's the
That's
sixth
cool.
member.
Okay, let's talk about the present, man. What you guys are planning to do for the 2025? How you guys feel about this process of come back and everything?
There is an album ready
Wow,
for
great.
an EP
Excellent.
coming this spring. I think the date will be out within a couple of weeks or something like that.
It's going to be official in 2
I
weeks.
have to be
I think.
alert.
And it's a
Is it
very cool one, I can tell.
It's really cool. It's four.
So we're
song
proud of
EP.
this one. Yeah, we're proud of course, everything
This
that we
is
do.
good. This is
But
good.
You are guys satisfied with the final results of the
yeah,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
really are. We actually met a couple
Yeah, we have
1 week ago or something, and we listened to what we've done, and we both said, "Fuck, this is heavy."
Yeah, your one was at my place.
Really.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
sounds
sounds really good. We were
Yeah.
proud of it, and it's like
we don't live exactly next to each other. You know, Mappe live in the north parts, but at sometimes me and Mappe we can have a meeting, having a lunch or something.
And do you use the technology, the internet?
No,
to
actually
send
not. No, this is.
You like to do it organic way.
I'm organic.
All right.
I will have the stereo with vinyl. I will have everything
Yeah,
with good sound.
yeah.
Exactly, that's the most
I
important.
don't care about the other shit.
Don't
I
tell
don't
me.
care. No.
I hate, platforms and MP3s, Werfen. I don't care.
Don't tell
Yeah.
me that's the.
Yeah,
For me, it's like,
it's a special thing with the
it's
vinyl.
gone.
But actually, I know something about the vinyls these days.
Let us know.
They're made out of digital masters.
Yes, that's
know
so
that.
tricky. That's frustrating.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to be
Actually,
alert of
a
that.
guy that
That's right.
is doing mastering. He told me that.
I know.
But maybe, of course, it does something to the listener in a way.
You have
anyway.
to be aware. I collect vinyls. I have 30,000 vinyls.
Yeah.
I've been
30,000?
collecting
My
since I
God.
was a kid.
John.
Okay, cool. Did you hear
30,000.
that?
Yeah.
At the beach,
It's a,
Okay.
we didn't go
they
there.
have a store with vinyls, and you know what I found?
Really?
The Epicus in a box set, man. And I was
Really?
amazed. I don't have it, man. I don't have it, and I'm going to buy it because it's amazing. Let me know about that box set. I didn't know that exists.
Oh.
the box set of Epicus Dominicus.
It was a live one from the live box we did from Södra Teatern when we played in Sweden. We did Epicus and Nightfall in 2 days in a old theater.
Wow.
And it sounds amazing.
Don't tell me, it should be sounding a
So it's 2 records. We did 2 nights.
Yeah, one is with the Epicus songs and one is with the Nightfall
yes,
songs.
I saw 2 box sets.
Yeah.
Live and the record.
That vinyl sounds amazing.
Well, I'm going to buy it, man, and put it on the show for
Yeah.
sure,
It's
because the
I
people
think
deserve to hear that, man.
He said records are maybe that. It's amazing.
Okay, what do you guys think about the South America people that dig Candlemass and love your music and are expecting to see you again?
We were talking about that with the other guy before you guys, and we told him that we went to Chile and Santiago,
Mexico.
and we did Mexico.
I saw you guys at the MM.
Yeah, cool. But yeah, and that was great. Awesome.
Great.
We really love the Mexican. We love the whole.
The only thing I don't like was during the day because it's different, but I love it. And the Candlemass, you can see it in the dark like yesterday night. Yeah, it's different.
But the gig.
But it was great. It sounds very good too.
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
It was a good gig. It was very well organized.
But the one we did in Santiago was crazy. Not in a bad way. It was awesome. Fucking. We felt like fucking worldwide rock stars. They were crazy.
And they know who you are. The difference between Colombia and Chile are very visible, because we are in the tropic, like the reggaeton or that bullshit. But then down in the south, look, Chile and Argentina, Brazil, they have the rock and roll in their veins. Okay. But I try to grab my guys up there in Colombia.
But the thing is, like we talked before we started the interview, it's like every time you come into those places, like South America or whatever, whatever, here, it's like beyond that. You have to think about it sometimes, that we are from Sweden who have the opportunity to do those things and have fans coming to you and take selfies with you. To want to take a selfie.
Yeah. It's pretty much it's like when we're having gigs, let's say in Europe, they are passionate as well, of course. But when we're in let's say Chile or Mexico, there's always standing a couple of people at the airport or outside the hotel. So they are very passionate, and it's an honor to make those people happy.
Don't take that for granted.
No.
Don't ever do that.
No, that's not the way it is.
You should go there and say to the people, please, I'm here because of you.
Yeah.
And when people come to take selfies or sign records and everything, it's like, this is so, sometimes we talk about it, you and me, sometimes, but who have that opportunity of my friends?
Yeah,
that's right.
Not many.
Traveling all across the world, and there are people standing there just loving you in a way.
Right.
That's a fucking privilege.
Of course we have friends in the music
and we do
business.
Respect that.
I mean,
and you have to treat that respect well.
Well, in the last interview that I had with Arcturus, I talked to the guys just what you say, I told them, hey, can you imagine how many guys as me, are being, playing your music and doing this for real love and passion, and we die and you never know we exist.
No.
And that's sad, but that's the way it is.
Yeah.
We work in the industry of happiness, That
It
we are
doesn't matter what you
connected
do.
even if we don't know each other. Like the trio right now, we never meet, but we always been connected in some way.
Of
but
course,
we are connected because you have your station, radio station or video thing on YouTube, and it's same but different. It doesn't matter.
That's right.
If you guys not exist, we will not exist.
That's right.
If you don't have the fans buying tickets to this boat or whatever, you don't exist as a band. You have to realize that and have to think about that. So many bands don't think. They think they're rock stars. They go out. Yes. Why are you playing here? Because of them.
Yeah. And because of the love for music, of course.
It doesn't matter what you do. I know bands
No,
that are having talking about you have to compare the people roadies or whatever and the band. I said no fucking way.
We don't do that.
No fucking way. If we are
A
7
unit.
people, 8 people, whatever, or 10 in a unit for Candlemass,
Yeah.
everybody gonna have the exactly same treatment. It doesn't matter if you're playing guitar or drums,
That's
or
right.
you're doing
Yeah.
t-shirts, or you're
No,
doing lights, or you're doing sound. And
they fucked up.
then you can stand home.
Yeah, that's right.
So we are like, what we ever do in Candlemass, we are a family together.
Yeah.
Whatever we do in this band.
Yeah.
Okay, and now, under my scope, I found out in the music after all these years that to be pioneers in a sound, in a genre, is something to, hey, hats off. You guys are, man, with the doom metal. So as we spoke out of microphones in a minute before, how do you guys feel when you see that the doom in some way is in fashion right now? You know, the doom sound is the sound that is happening in my countdowns, in the new bands. There's doom there. So how you guys feel about it? Because you guys started and it's nothing to say.
I think it's very cool in a way, and you know, and it's kind of
It's something else.
It's cool.
what do you say? What do you mean? Carry on the
Is it the
legacy
last
of
one?
good music
I mean,
from
that
the
is cool.
70s,
That's
80s,
cool. For us,
and there were so many good songs and so many great bands making music at that point, and it's not about being what do you say, old-fashioned, because
No.
it was simply very good music at that point in time.
Out of date.
Yeah,
Totally.
and it's out of date.
Out of
That's a
date.
very good word for it. You know, very good songs, and a good song remains forever.
Forever, and,
Yeah.
and they remain
Yeah.
in our bodies and our minds
Yeah.
and the situations when we hear it, you know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and bring it back. As I saw it yesterday, you know, it got my
you like it?
it got me
Yeah.
frozen up as
Fantastic.
mine, you know.
Fantastic. I love
Okay,
it.
let's talk about the doom. You know, that sound with the SG guitars, with that atmospheres that I remember that during the 80s it was just a little focus of people say, hey, yes, doom, I like it. Some say, hey, this is too slow. But now the people understood after all those years that that's the heaviness.
That's a new genre.
Exactly.
You don't know how bad this
That's
kind of music
right.
was treated in the beginning.
Exactly.
Yeah, people were laughing at
I know.
you. Yeah,
Not me, but I.
not everyone, but a lot of people
It took-
did.
it
The
took 40
radicals,
years.
the metal police of the
It took
decade.
40 years, but we
Yeah.
Yeah. But the thing is that I think when you do something, I was a really good friend with Quarton from Battery.
Oh, man,
Yeah, we were very
don't
close.
tell me.
Yeah, we were very close. We were same age, and he started Battery when we started Candlemass, almost the same. He was a little bit earlier, but doesn't matter. We were good friends. And when he started Battery, I said, what the fuck? This is the worst shit I ever heard in my whole fucking life. And your shit you're doing is fucking... It was like we were like so good friends, so we could say...
Yeah.
You
Can
could
you
be honest
say
to
those
each
things about each other?
He was the black metal guy. We were Doom. It was like, yeah. Take your shit and go. And we were very good friends. And then we came to when it started to be Battery and Candlemass in some respect way. He died before he got his whole respect, I think.
Rest in peace.
I think he died a little bit before he should do, but
Totally.
there's a reason for that. But it doesn't matter. But the thing is, so Candlemass and Battery were underdogs in the whole Swedish music industry. And every time I see people go with, like, this boat, I mean, I've maybe seen 20 battery teachers, 40,
That's
only
right.
on breakfast.
That's right.
And I think if he should know, think of he was alive today.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Totally.
Because he
Maybe he sees it all.
maybe it's his
Yeah.
That's right. He's
Yeah, let's
watching.
hope so,
He's
yeah.
watching that he's having now tribute bands
Yeah.
behind his name.
Yeah,
My
yeah,
best
that's
friend
cool.
Frederick is doing bass. He was the bass player for Battery.
So, and he's doing it.
He's doing.
Oh.
He's in the tribute band.
He's going to Mexico, I guess.
Yeah. Frederick. He's doing that with them. Doesn't matter. We don't gonna talk about Battery, but
Yeah.
to come to your question is
Yeah.
what bands are, and doom metal and his metal was, what the fuck are you guys doing? It was the same with us. And
Exactly the same.
and
Yes, I
he
got
did the
you.
same thing. He just did something that I don't care, and we was the same. We don't care. But now 40 years later, like you said, doom metal, there was no name of doom metal. Doom metal came from Epicus, Doomicus, Metallicus. Therefore, people start talking about this is doom metal, and we were like, "What the fuck is doom metal?"
Yeah.
They haven't heard about it. We are a heavy band.
The heavy band, yeah.
Yeah.
And then people coming, and you have so many doom metal bands today that are playing so slow, and I love them, and they are Candlemass is the shit. But if you compare them to us now, they are so slow, so you don't know if they stop playing. You know, it's no, you're okay, but I love it. In the festivals when we do doom metal festivals.
They go beyond the doom.
Beyond doom.
That's right.
And they say you started the whole thing, and when I compare our music to those bands, we are just a normal metal band today, and we wasn't that when we did that, because then we were doom metal, but of course.
I love it, man. And you know something? I have a countdown every month. The name is the Top 25 Metal Detector.
Okay.
And I've been doing this for 30 years. I started with the top 5. Now I have top 25.
Okay.
And in the beginning, it was just bands from the US and England, maybe one from Sweden and Swiss. But now there is so many countries.
Yeah.
And so many different generations. So you
Yeah.
can see in my countdown Saxon, with 55 years, and a band that has 1 year old, you know.
Yeah.
And all of them are in positions where you can, satisfy yourself with different tastes and atmospheres. So how you guys see that nowadays, because it's been a long time since the metal, not rock and roll, since the metal.
Yeah, that's
There is a lot of genres and stuff.
Another thing, you mentioned Saxon, and Saxon is fucking great.
Yeah.
Still great.
Totally.
Yeah, they still do it,
Saxon.
and that's so very cool.
And they're like you guys. They give me a great interview.
Yeah.
Sheila met them and
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
hell of a gentlemen, like
Yeah.
you guys are.
Yeah, and of course there are other bands as well, but so they're still so very cool.
Totally.
Yeah, we actually saw a video because our friend from
Amon Amor.
Amon Amor.
Amon
is here.
We're friend with
And
Joanna from Amon Amor.
We're hanging with him and his wife
We're
yesterday.
watching
Right.
have you seen the video?
No, I
They're
They're
haven't.
playing against Saxon in the video.
Ah, yes, I saw
that's-
it. I saw it.
that's cool.
Yeah.
And Johan has a Candlemass t-shirt.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah, I love
You can see that Johan is wearing a Candlemass t-shirt.
he's a huge Candlemass fan.
Yeah.
Before I let you go, because time is short.
Yeah.
I was
Our
gonna.
time is not short. I think they are.
Thank you.
Our time is not short.
I was going to tell you that in my top 25, every new album of Candlemass have been ranked.
Yeah, cool.
So the people in Bogota and in Colombia.
What's your favorite?
The last EP.
Really?
Yeah.
Pendulum.
Yeah, Angelin.
I actually like Pendulum.
Pendulum.
Yeah,
I love it.
That's a
Yeah,
good
even
one.
the
That's a good
demo songs
Yes.
are great, in my opinion.
And when you said you're gonna have a new EP, I love it, you know, because nowadays it takes so
good.
long to have fucking.
I can actually, if you like Pendulum, I can assure you that you will like this new
I know,
coming
man.
I
out.
think you will love it even more.
Yeah.
I love how is Candlemass sounding right now, man.
Yeah.
I love the evolution of Candlemass, and
Yeah.
and hey, thank you in the name of the rockers. Please give a salute to my people in Colombia, and we see. Hope you see you soon.
Yeah, great. And I hope all you metal
El Expreso Rock, love you for the respect for Candlemass.
yeah, and the respect
And-
for heavy music.
and-
yeah,
We love to come back to your country.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for giving us the respect for our band. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Love that.
We love you.
South America is something
is
special when it
expecting the
comes
doom.
to
Yeah.
heavy music,
This
and we
It's
know
fantastic.
that we felt it.
Totally.
and we are blown away of all the respect we
Yeah.
get from everybody from all over the world. And
Gentlemen, thanks a lot, man. You're very kind all the time, all your kindness. I have no word to say.